Welcome back to World of Warcraft. We're continuing the journey of the Undead Warrior on the official hardcore servers, and we're starting this episode at Flamecrest because I want to complete some quests here in the Burning Steppes.
Welcome,
I believe one of
friend.
them is going to lead us into
If you
Blackrock
ever need
Depths.
anything,
So this is the Broodling
keep
Essence.
it real.
And I believe that covers it because the other two are dungeon quests. I'm gonna skip them for now. I was planning to record this episode earlier today. Unfortunately, the server had some issues. And I decided it's better to be safe than sorry. This is hardcore after all. Suddenly spiked. Is that a rich thorium vein? It is. We're gonna get that. But we had MS around 700 all of a sudden. Not the best time to be playing. Looks stable now. Home latency 57, world 53. But who knows, we might have to cancel this one. No gems. Okay, we were unfortunate. I do want to go after these war reavers. We're gonna need some elemental shards, fractured elemental shards. And of course, I forgot to mention that there was a gap between the previous episode and this one. I was feeling a bit under the weather the last week, and my voice, even though it was not completely gone, I did need it for my job, so I decided that recordings were out of the question. Feeling much better now, of course, but I was not able to essentially record a couple of levels. We did complete Marathon and Sunken Temple, and even did a run of Blackrock Depths. Not finished. Not a complete run, by the way, just a couple of bosses. And these high-level dungeons are going to make me say that so far, the community in the hardcore servers has been much better than anything else you can encounter in World of Warcraft. Very friendly people, very patient people, willing to communicate, willing to coordinate. Night and day from Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I mean, retail, I'm not even going to discuss. I feel it's too far gone. Eight out of 10. We have a couple ahead of us. Let me actually eat some food while we're here. The trinket effect that you see is the Mark of the Chosen. This is a somewhat lengthy quest inside Marathon. And you do get a trinket that has no passive benefits, but you have a chance when you are receiving hits to get a 1-minute buff, increasing all stats by 25. So strength and agility, very good, of course. Stamina goes without saying. Intellect and spirit are not useful to a warrior. Maybe as a shaman or as a druid, you could make better use of this trinket, but it's good enough. It was not fast enough to interrupt it. 53 magic damage taken. No, it's just fire damage. Okay, so you definitely want to interrupt these. There we go. That was a dodge. Okay. Avoided the fire spray this time. Hold on. We can chew on that dwarf. Gain some health back. Where did that agent come from? Wait a minute, he wasn't here, was he? Did he spawn back there? That came out of nowhere. So that's one quest completed. No real reason to stick around this area. The enemies aren't exactly hard, but I'm getting the feeling I'm going to be in danger here. This entire zone, the burning steps, are somewhat of a problem. So the questing add-on shows these essences available all over the place. We do have an item. Incarcinatrix. Okay. So this is the Incarcinatrix, 900. These are the Fire Gut Ogres. The name Fire Gut makes me expect fire damage. I want to try fighting the mage. This one is done. The size of that staff feels really awkward to use. Not casting spells though. I'm not sure if this is a good thing. The Myrmidon's leggings. Agility and spirit. Is the bridge on fire? Doesn't look safe at all. Hey, there's a thorium vein. It's not a large one. we go. Somewhat reached level 60. Guessing it's a paladin. So we have a dark iron deposit, a mithril deposit, a thorium vein, and these are all inside. But you know what? First things first. Let's get the mithril and the thorium. Wait, is the dark iron outside? There's one outside, one inside. Okay. Lots of mining to do here. And for some reason, these ogres drop scraps. Got a few in Blackrock Depths, but was definitely not expecting them here. I wonder what they're used in. Right. Hold on. Before we jump down there, can I complete the quest? So this is Proud Tusk. I think it's the wife of the troll that gave us the quest. These are her remains.
How may I aid you?
We're planning on moving in with her mother. Wait, hinterlands.
Ancestors watch
Well,
over you.
I'm guessing this isn't really happening. For the next part of the quest, we need to find Chrome Gruul and receive the nose ring that she got. She had, and he got it from her.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
So hold on. Is there anything inside? No. There was nothing here. Might as well grab the dark iron. That was a torrent on the worm, on the Wind Rider there. How do I get below? Well, we're not gonna die. We're just gonna take a little bit of damage. So we can start with this cave. I'm pretty sure there's another one. There's one on the top of this hill near the altar, but that one was empty and it was a small one. Let's mine all the mithril that we can. We have to make some of these frag bombs. We have some of the iron grenades, of course. But the frag bombs cover a really wide area. Check it out. Compared to the grenade. Of course, you can use the grenade while you're moving, but when you are tanking, the frag bombs are significantly better. They even do more damage. So where would that unique enemy be? My guess would be the very end of the cave. Okay, I see a brute. Someone was patrolling. And we looted... What did we loot? Scroll of Agility. We're gonna use that. Could also use an omelet. 12 points of stamina. The spirit, honestly, it's whatever. That's a lot of enemies in that room. I'm hoping at least one of them patrols. Looks like the ogre does. Wait, there was another mage. We're gonna be fine, I think. At least these enemies do not call for help, and they don't run away. We have 3 mages ahead. Charge animation when you're slowed or going through some type of other animation change. Just 10 out of 10. Look at all those. There was a mithril deposit as well. Where was it? In another cave, maybe? Anyone sneaking up upon us? No. And Barthas reached level 60. Not that the name is familiar at all. Something I realized a couple of days ago is that the people that you see in a system message reaching level 60, they're not necessarily members of your own faction. It could be an alliance player. And 3 more people just reached level 60. So the quest objective was not in here. His name was Crumgruel. Let's get the Mithril and get out. Wait, it wasn't a Mithril. It was a Dark Iron. The Mithril is probably in one of the other caves. And 2 pieces of ore. Speaking of Dark Iron, I have not tried selling any of these at all. I wonder how many people will try to craft gear. Especially now that all the raids and all the world bosses are available from the very beginning. People will probably opt for that route of acquiring gear. Many of the bind on equip items. Oh, Crumgruel. Stuck inside a wall. I was definitely not expecting that. I wonder if it's some type of bug. I hope it's not going to start evading when I engage it. No. Okay. Just a regular 2-headed ogre. This one isn't red. For some reason. So Shan's nose ring. We got what we came here for. Time to clear our way out. I'm going to check the other cave. Maybe we're gonna find some minerals. And in all honesty, for a Sunday afternoon, it's really strange that we have not seen or heard from another player. Not even Alliance. We did see a Tauren lie towards Flamecrest, but that was about it. Well, maybe he wasn't really going to Flamecrest. I can certainly say at this point that using the Wind Riders in Classic made me appreciate the changes they made later on. I'm not sure if they were implemented during Wrath of the Lich King or the Burning Crusade, but in this one, flying is rough. For some reason, you don't fly directly to certain destinations. You have to take the scenic route. And sometimes that means double the flight time, maybe even more. The Eastern Kingdoms are not that bad. It's mostly the Kalimdor flight paths that are problematic, at least for the Horde. The Alliance, I'm not really sure. I don't remember if they were that bad. This knockback might be deadly. You need to make sure that you position in a way where you're not going to be thrown off the mountain. I was ill prepared for this recording. I should have made some tea or even coffee, something warm to help my throat. Still have not recovered 100%. Don't really want to end up having to cough half the time. Or maybe I should actually finally configure the recording program I use to have a mute function. Should have done that a long time ago. Yeah, I can see something inside the cave. There's a thorium and probably a mithril vein. That's a lot of enemies. Good. Nobody's sneaking up on us. Right, so I think this covers the entire area. I'm definitely gonna make a mental note of the 2 caves and all the ore that we can find here, because we're gonna have to do some mining. Our actual mining skill is 300. It's maxed out. It's engineering, of course, that you're gonna need, and of course the gems and even the money from selling some of the stuff that you mine. Engineering at this point is what, 240. I'm not exactly in a rush to reach 300. I have access to most of the good bombs here. We have the supercharges. We even have... Where was that trinket? The mortar, right. So this is a trinket, limited uses of course. But it's going to inflict 383 to 515 fire damage and stun enemies for 3 seconds. Right, one more ogre, and then we have to move to the essence quest. We're gonna use our incarcinatrix. And I think I see the path leading up to the Alliance base. And of course, the mountain pass to the south is gonna lead you directly to Red Ridge. But then again, there isn't any particular reason for us to be there. And of course, these are going to be elites. The Black Rock Pass. Right. Never mind Red Ridge Mountains. The entire area between... I mean, you have Elwyn, you have Duskwood... apparently an elite black drag. You have Westfall and you have Red Ridge, and all these are Alliance areas. There's nothing for the Horde there. Terror Wing Path. What we actually need is to find the enemies for the quest. And I think it's the whelp looking, right. These Dragonkin, 2.4 thousand health. So what do we need to do? Fire at a Dragonkin. Okay. So we have 1 of 8. All the elites around here are making me nervous, especially the drakes. Do we want to tank BRD? Yeah. Speaking of elites making me nervous, this is Volchan. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Let's take a moment to reply. We need to far as we can. We got a Wicked Claw. It's a white item, which means it's going to have some use. I do not feel safe at all here. Alright. Let's get ahead of these two. They seem to be pathing directly to that dragonkin. I'm gonna wait. Let's kill... You know what? Let's kill the scorpion. We're gonna let them move on, and then we can engage the quest. The quest NPC. Quest enemy. We got the Ebonhold leggings. Apparently the Drake decided to path back. Agility, stamina, and spirit. If that was 14 points of strength, that would have been something else. Or intellect. Yeah, intellect would work, since it is a male item. Right. Time for the mithril. After which, we can continue finding, trying to find the whelps. Wait, what was that? Slither Rock. Okay. The giant is not exactly tough. 12,000 hit points for level 60 is fine, but can't really find a group or something like this. Not at this point. There we go. Halfway done. So this is another black drake. Quite a few of them around here. And this is another elite. Right, we need to escape this place. And of course the giant. I wonder if it's worth farming some of these. Of course, we are a warrior, it's out of the question. But some other classes could definitely do it. Warlocks, hunters, of course. Maybe shamans or paladins that could constantly heal them. Well, not constantly, but could occasionally throw a heal. So that's a scorpion. We're almost back at Flame Crest. So we're not going to be finding many dragonkin here. How about the area to the south? We can check around the Pillar of Ash. And maybe further to the west. Hey, that is a huge venom sac. I'm pretty sure you can use this for anti-venom, but I don't have the recipe. But it's definitely worth keeping. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the food. That is a quest item. Glowing blood. Let's go across the zone. We need... Oh, that's a rich thorium bay. Do we have inventory space? Barely. I was expecting something a bit more unique. Maybe an arcane crystal. Wishful thinking on my part. I did find one. And that led to a disappointment, honestly. Because they would... in the past, these would be very expensive. But this is hardcore. So they would sell for around, I want to say 13 gold. When I looted one, I felt I won the lottery. But not quite. So let's speak with Gruna here.
Strength and honor.
We don't really need food. What can I sell? I'm gonna keep those. Yeah.
Be safe.
Things are piling up in the inventory. We're gonna have to visit our bank if we want to deposit some of these items. I have the lockbox. Haven't found a rogue yet. So this is the York area. Are we really going to find whelps over there? My guess is no. But the quest add-on says yes. An obsidian elemental. And dream foil. Wish I could pick these up. Consumables and other, well, I was gonna say potions, but it does fall under consumables, are really expensive. Hey, this is a Scalding Drake, and I think it's higher level than the previous ones that we saw patrolling these areas. Wait, hydraulic armor. So this is a blade piece with strength, agility, stamina, and fire resistance. Level 49. I want to say that this is a good find. What we're using right now is from Blackrock Depths. And yes, it is a male piece, but 26 stamina is difficult to beat here. I wonder if I can sell something like this. Fire resistance makes it good, especially if you want to do some of the dungeons. I wouldn't say Molten Core. The raid. You definitely need fire resistance there, but you're gonna have much better options. somebody else reached level 60. We found a dark iron deposit. Some remains, apparently. Wonder what happened here. Only going to need one more. But where are we going to find it? Maybe past the orc area. Let's continue towards the Pillar of Ash. This is the Black Rock Stronghold. Well, we managed to aggro the Scorpion. So that is a Scorpion. I don't see a Whelp. Can see a lot of elites though. An Obsidian Elemental, and Wormkins. No, these are not the enemies we're looking for. Can see Warlocks, Dark Iron Deposits. Yeah, we're gonna mine that one. And that is a Sorcerer. It may look as if we're getting a lot of Dark Iron, but you have to remember to create a Dark Iron bar, you don't need one piece of ore. You need 8 of them. So we have 15 and we can only create 1 bar. Not to mention that you have to be in the Black Rock depths. There is the Black Forge, I believe. Can't really smelt it elsewhere. But of course that was changed in the later expansions. I honestly don't like this area. Wait, that is another elemental. Level 60 as well. And Gortesh. Rarely Drake. You know what? I was hesitant to go back to the Terrorwing path. That may be our best option. "56 Scorpid. These enemies are significantly higher level. Dragodar. The Seer Scale Drake. I don't see any dragon kits back there. No, there's definitely no whelps around here. Right. Maybe the quest markers are wrong. And also, it might be a different reason for this. Sometimes enemies share spawn points with others. But good luck getting these to spawn. It means that somebody would have to kill the elites. I honestly don't see it happening. Unless a group comes in here. Or maybe a hunter passing by just want to kill these for fun mostly. And number 8. So now that we do have the essences, we're gonna ride back to Flamecrest, after which we have 2 more quests to complete, but they are in Kargath. Luckily, it's a pretty short distance. We can fly directly. And you can also see some of these dungeon quests. But yeah, never mind the orcs right now. I wonder, are we gonna find another rich thorium? I guess not. It wasn't that long ago. I'm not sure what the respawn time is, especially with all the layering. I'm not exactly sure how they're handling it.
Hey, how you doing? Have a good one.
So 4,000 experience.
Be good.
And she has a letter. But where is Felnock? Winterspring, you say? in the town of Everlook.
Glad I could help.
Well, that's fine. And yeah, we did find a rich thorium. In the back of the cave of all places. You would think the goblins would have scooped that up, but... And no gems. Yeah, I'm starting to get disappointed by these. And this is a high elf apparently offering some Libram quests. They don't seem to be
Strength and
available to
honor.
us, at least.
Down.
The attunement to the molten core. Of course, that's gonna have to wait. Wait, was that... That was a dark iron deposit. In a bizarre place as well. Oh well. We got enough ore, I believe. Especially for an episode where we're just out doing quests. And that is a mithril deposit. I'm not sure if this is because there aren't many enemies around here. A few days ago, I think somebody, well, not some, it was numerous people that complained about the Ungoro crater and not being able to find ore. Maybe a lot of people are in that area, especially since it's a lot more straightforward to mine here. All you need to do is essentially run in a circle and maybe visit the mountain in the center. Although there's not a lot in the ridge here. That being said, let us complete these two quests. Level 42 Shaman.
Elomon, be seeing ya.
So the
Later.
Crumble quest offered a ring.
Greetings.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all I can sell for now.
Go forth.
What will you require?
And the Rise of the Machines. 1 gold, 65 silver.
Embrace the shadow.
GLA. These are initials imprinted on the elemental shards. So we need to show these to Lotwill. Yeah, I know Lotwill.
Beware. Our enemy is about.
And I think I know what the GLA stands for. It's the Golem Lord inside Blackrock Depths. He's the one after General Angerforge. But I don't remember his name. It does start with A. What was his name again? Well, I think we're gonna find out here. Lotwill is one of these silly gnomes here. It was him or his partner that offered the quest for the nifty stopwatch. Still have it. 30 minutes cooldown. Honestly, this deserves to be a 5-minute cooldown, but hey, that's classic for you. Trinkets were not exactly meant to be easy to come by, or to be
You're a
particularly
tall one.
powerful.
Alrighty then, be seeing you.
So Lotwill's face turns white because he knows these markings.
You have a great day now.
Can be Argelmuch. So it is Argelmuch. He was a despicable dwarf, hell-bent on twisting his life's work to meet his diabolical needs. It seems that the wicked ways... No, the wicked always find ways to escape justice. So how did he survive? And just look at this quest description. Find and slay Golem Lord Argelmatch. Return his head to Lotwil. You will also need to collect 10 intact elemental cores. You know this because you are psychic. So we have a mail chest, we have some cloth. Decent cloak. If this was intellect, the Raincaster drape would have been pretty solid. What about the lava plate gauntlets? Honestly, not that good.
Off and away.
What can I say? The experience is good at least. There's a warlock level 40 doing the quests around here. But there's not much else for us. Not until we do Blackrock Depths again. So I guess it's time to go back to Orgrimmar. Maitre is selling the new armor. Balderic reached level 60. Right, and before we try selling the armor, what I want to do is check for a recipe for anti-venom. So this is a strong one. Nothing seems to be available. I might need to check. Yeah, might need to check the wiki for this one. Do we want to tank or DPS Coolomance? Not really sure why you would want to do Scholomance before level 60. Seems like a pretty unnecessary risk. Or maybe people feel that powerful. Who knows? But that being said, this is a good place to end the episode. We're almost level 59. But we're gonna level... When we complete a couple of quests, we could go directly to Everlook and get the level there. I think I'm gonna beat you either in Ajara, where we can complete a couple of quests here. This is the Betrayed quest line, started in Orgrimmar. Or maybe I can find a dungeon group. We'll see. Either way, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the Hardcore Warrior playthrough. We're almost level 60, almost there. Hopefully nothing bad is going to happen. And I'm gonna see you in the next part.